Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're getting back on our 1998 Toyota Tacoma rebuilder. In the last video, we pulled out and filled all the dents all around this cab. There were quite a few, some big ones from the accident that this truck was actually in, but also just a lot of small ones all around the cab, just from wear and tear over time, including the sides here on either side and a few on the front. But we got them all knocked out and filled with body filler, and they're looking nice and smooth. But we're not done yet because there's still one final step.
Yeah, there's one more product we have to put on there, glazing putty, that is used to fill in all the sanding scratches and the pinholes and the low spots and all the minor imperfections.
I actually got it right here. It's actually called icing. I think it's called icing because it gives us a nice white finish. It kind of looks like icing, and it's a lot thinner, and that gives us a nice perfect finish. So we're gonna slap that on all the dents all around the cab and then sand it off. So let's get to it.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back? I didn't know I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, caught in the circles round they go. It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. Might need a breather. Got lost in the B-roll. Let all the wind blow to learn how the world goes. We didn't know how to move on. If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it? The things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, caught in the circles round they go. It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. Might need a breather. Got lost in the B-roll. We let all the wind blow to learn how the world goes. And we didn't know how to move on.
All right guys, we just finished all the body work all around the truck, and we finished it with this nice glazing putty, and it's all sanded smooth, looking amazing. Now the whole truck is ready to be painted with a primer, but before we actually sand the whole truck down to be painted with primer, we actually noticed something about the quality of this paint and how bad it actually is.
The sun has really affected this paint. It's all deteriorated. The clear coat is all coming off. You can see like in the hood here, the clear is all flaking, but the paint itself is
Yeah,
oxidized.
the actual color.
Yeah, the color. Yeah, so that when the pigment oxidizes like that, it doesn't stick anymore, and that's why the clear coat flies off.
Okay.
So if we were to just prime over top of that, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if that's going to stick, or years down the road that might actually come off too.
Okay.
So we're probably going to have to strip some of these areas right down. So if we stripped it down to this gray primer here, that's probably good enough, because we know that's still good. But I think for any of the flat upper surfaces here,
and especially the roof, because that is really bad. The roof is like flaking off in some huge areas. So we'll probably have to take that all down to the gray primer as well, just so we have a proper stick for our new primer to go on. So that's actually the next step we're gonna do, is actually just sand all these areas down and feather them all out to get it ready for some primer. So let's get to it.
Cause I've been stressing out all on my own when I should make my way out. Home is daylight now, gotta open my eyes. Daylight now, can't be wasting my time. I'm just thinking about what I should be thinking of. And it's about time that I get it. start staying in the same bed. I need a kickstart just to change this. I don't wanna waste a minute on the basics, but it's keeping me feeling so amazing. Stop, run, stretch, brush my hair, always looking like a mess. Oh, and maybe I could go and do the rest. Give it a little more faith, I'll be set. And I hope that you'll miss it as I stay late now and I'm stuck in my bed. Day and night, never feeling my best. I know, oh well, but this time will not be the same. It's daylight now and I'm stuck in my bed. Daylight now and I'm stuck in my head. Cause I've been stressing out all on my own when I should make my way out. Oh, it's daylight now, gotta open my eyes. Daylight now, can't be wasting my time just thinking about what I should be thinking of. And it's about time that I get up.
All right, guys, take a look at this. We got the whole truck all sanded down and it's looking amazing. This hood here is looking completely different. All that red is stripped away down to this nice primer here, and the whole truck's sanded. So now we have a good surface to put our new primer on. This whole process from the pulling of dents to filling of that filler does take a long time, a lot longer than it looks for sure.
Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves about those TV shows, like reality shows when you watch these car projects.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's like 2 minutes, the body work, and then suddenly they're doing the fun part of painting it.
Yeah, they just skip right to the painting.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you can actually see how much work it really takes to do a proper job.
Definitely. This is the real reality TV right here.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, so now it's all ready to be primed, and we actually changed our mind a little bit about what we're gonna do. Our original plan was to prime the cab separately from the box, but now we've actually decided that we're gonna probably do them both at the same time.
Yeah, there's no point in mixing and spraying the primer twice when we're going to be doing it in the shop here. So we're gonna just save a bit of time by doing them both.
And speaking about the box, we actually haven't seen it on this truck in a while. Let's take a look at the box. There is a bit of damage on it we gotta show you. So let's start by putting the box back on the truck for the very first time in a long time. All right, guys, take a look at this. We got the box on the truck for the first time. Huge contrast with the color difference. Looks kind of funny. But yeah, we got to just loosely sit up. None of the bolts are in, but sitting up actually pretty good. So basically the main damage is on this side here. This corner absolutely crumpled in. Kind of our theory is that there was a car that came in from this side, just absolutely hit this corner and actually wailed on that tire, because if you've seen our previous videos, that rear diff was completely bananaed by over an inch. We already replaced that and it's looking all new in there, but that tire actually also just wailed this box in there too. This is all bent, and it also took a chunk out of our fiberglass, little flare there. but that should be easy enough to repair because my dad has some experience with fiberglass already, so that's a minor detail. But as for this little corner on the box here, that is going to be kind of hard to get out, I think. But if we can't figure it out and pull it out, we also have a parts truck that we can just steal that little corner off of and splice it in there. So it's mainly a bit of damage on this side, but we'll see how it goes. But we're actually going to tackle that in the next video. So subscribe and stay notified, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. So we're going to slap this in. Why can't I talk? So we're going to slap this. What am I saying? So we're going to slap this in. Why can't I say that? It's such a tongue twister for me.